The 2026 pickup market is about to explode, and every major brand is loading up with something big, something new, and something designed to shake the segment. And the first one leading the charge is the 2026 Nissan Frontier, a truck that's finally getting the long-awaited overhaul fans have been begging for. Nissan is dialing up everything: more aggressive stance, wider footprint, a tougher frame, and a power upgrade that kicks the old model to the curb. The next-gen Frontier is packing a redesigned interior that actually feels modern for once, with a massive touchscreen, digital gauges, and new driver assist features that put it miles ahead of the current setup. But the real highlight is the powertrain lineup, a turbocharged upgrade and a brand new hybrid system that pushes towing numbers higher while sipping less fuel. Nissan clearly wants back into the big leagues, and this Frontier proves they're not showing up quietly. Now things get even more interesting because Mazda, yes, Mazda, is stepping back into the truck game with a brand new 2026 Mazda pickup that blends the brand's signature smooth driving feel with true utility. Mazda wants a truck that actually feels fun to drive, and they're doing it with a more athletic suspension setup, a Turbo 4 engine option, and a sleek premium design that instantly separates it from the crowd. It's built on a shared platform but tuned the Mazda way: tight handling, refined interior, and a cabin that feels more like a luxury crossover than a workhorse. This truck is aimed directly at buyers who want something practical but stylish, something capable but not clunky. And with Mazda's reliability reputation improving fast, this pickup is ready to surprise a lot of people in 2026. Then we jump to the 2026 Ram 1500 EV, a truck that's going to flip the EV pickup race on its head. Ram is coming in late, but they're coming in loud. Massive range numbers, a bold futuristic interior, next level tech, and that signature Ram ride quality. This isn't just a half-hearted electric version. This is a ground-up truck built to dominate. Expect a dual motor setup pushing serious horsepower, towing numbers that challenge gas trucks, and an optional range extender engine for people who don't trust EV charging networks. Ram wants people to see this as the truck that proves EVs can be tough, comfortable, and ready for real work. If Ford and Chevy weren't nervous before, they should be now. Speaking of Chevy, the 2026 Chevy Silverado EV is finally getting the refinement and fixes early owners wanted. Chevy learned from the first wave and went back to tune the battery, boost charging speeds, stiffen the chassis, and improve the ride. This updated Silverado EV brings a cleaner interface, a more practical bed layout, and stronger towing capacity. Everything feels more polished, more usable, more truck. Chevy is pushing it as the EV for people who still want a traditional feel. Straightforward controls, real capability, and a design that doesn't look like a spaceship. With more range, better cooling, and a more durable suspension, the 2026 Silverado EV has a real shot at winning over skeptics. Next up is the 2026 Ford Ranger, coming back with more muscle, more tech, and an attitude overhaul. Ford is giving the Ranger more aggressive styling, wider fenders, a stronger turbo engine lineup, and a new hybrid option aimed at maximizing both torque and efficiency. The interior isn't just updated, it's transformed with a huge screen setup, better materials, and smarter storage. Ford knows the midsize fight is heating up, and this Ranger is built for drivers who want a daily truck that can still go off-road, tow confidently, and look good parked anywhere. It's sharper, it's tougher, and it's easily the most advanced Ranger ever built. And finally, the one everyone's waiting for, the 2026 Toyota Tacoma, the king of midsize reliability, coming in with more power, more trims, and an upgraded cabin that finally feels premium. Toyota is doubling down with turbocharged power, hybrid torque, a beefier frame, and updated off-road hardware that makes the TRD models even more unstoppable. The new Tacoma brings a smarter infotainment system, better seats, tougher materials, and improved ride comfort without sacrificing durability. Toyota knows this truck has a massive fan base, and they're giving them exactly what they want: more capability, more tech, and bulletproof dependability wrapped in the most aggressive Tacoma design yet. The 2026 Tacoma takes things even further with its completely revamped suspension setup, delivering a noticeably smoother ride on pavement while getting even more control on tough tough terrain. Toyota is bringing in new off-road tech like enhanced crawl modes, locking differentials with smarter response timing, and shock tuning that adapts faster when the truck hits unpredictable surfaces. And the hybrid iForce Max powertrain isn't just for fuel savings. It delivers instant low-end torque, making the Tacoma feel stronger off the line and more confident when towing uphill. Inside, Toyota finally gives the Tacoma real comfort. Bigger screens, wireless everything, padded surfaces, and seats that don't feel like they came out of a decade-old work truck. The 2026 model proves Toyota isn't just updating the Tacoma, they're modernizing it for the next generation of adventure buyers. Back to the Nissan Frontier, the 2026 redesign doesn't stop with looks and power. Nissan is rolling out a whole suite of rugged off-road packages with lifted suspension, skid plates, and a locking rear differential. Inside, expect cleaner menus, physical controls making a return where truck owners asked for them, and a more durable interior that isn't afraid of dirt or work gloves. Then the Ford Ranger comes back in with its own set of upgrades. The 2026 model gets stronger frame improvements for better crash safety and better off-road articulation. Ford is also adding a revamped FX4 and a more hardcore off-road variant that takes cues from the Raptor but keeps things affordable. The hybrid powertrain in the new Ranger is tuned for both torque and efficiency, meaning you'll get stronger acceleration and less stress when towing mid-size loads. Ford even reshaped the cabin to give the driver more visibility, more headroom, and smarter storage for everyday use. It's a truck built for people who want versatility, something they can take to a job site, on a road trip, or deep into a trail without thinking twice. Each of these 2026 trucks is coming in with one clear mission: take the fight directly to the competition, and nowhere is that battle hotter than in the mid-size segment. The 2026 Tacoma is aiming to widen the gap with more durability-focused engineering, like a stronger boxed frame, improved corrosion protection, and a redesigned cooling system that keeps engine temps stable even during long off-road climbs. Toyota knows Tacoma buyers abuse their trucks, so they're overbuilding everything, from thicker skid plates to tighter suspension bushings designed to last longer under heavy load. And with the new Trailhunter trim expanding into a full adventure-ready package, Toyota is targeting the growing overlanding crowd with factory-installed snorkels, steel bumpers, and aggressive all-terrain tires straight out of the box. It's clear Toyota wants the Tacoma to remain the truck people trust for 300,000 miles and beyond. Meanwhile, the Nissan Frontier is trying to win back the spotlight with bolder styling cues, chunkier wheel arches, a stronger shoulder line, a new LED signature, and an overall look that feels more commanding on the road. There's even talk of a turbocharged Nismo variant tuned to punch harder, corner flatter, and stand out as the most fun-to-drive mid-size truck in Nissan's entire lineup. Inside, Nissan is done playing catch-up. The new Frontier cabin is getting ventilated seats, higher quality soft-touch materials, and a digital cluster that feels like something from a much more expensive truck. Combine that with upgraded towing tech like trailer sway assist, 360-degree trail cameras, and stabilizing software, and the Frontier suddenly transforms from a truck people forget about to a truck buyers will actually line up for. Meanwhile, the Mazda pickup keeps surprising. Mazda doesn't want anything ordinary, so their 2026 truck will likely introduce one of the most refined ride qualities in the segment, using their signature chassis tuning to make it feel planted and responsive. Imagine a truck that corners better, brakes smoother, and stays more composed without sacrificing utility. That's the Mazda angle. Even the interior aims higher than the competition, offering stitched leather-style surfaces, premium Bose audio, and driver-focused ergonomics you'd expect from a Mazda 6, not a pickup. They want to win buyers who never even considered a truck, including people trading out of SUVs for something more versatile. As for the Ram 1500 EV, Ram is making sure no one can ignore it. The battery pack sits in a reinforced structure that boosts rigidity, making the truck ride even better than the current gas Ram, already one of the best riding pickups on the market. Expect up to 500 plus miles of range on select trims, ultra-fast charging, and a frunk that's bigger and more practical than anything Ram has offered before. And Ram isn't shy about luxury either. High trims will have massive screens, a redesigned leather-loaded interior, new ambient lighting, and materials that feel more SUV than pickup. Even work-focused trims won't feel stripped down. They'll still be packed with tech that helps with towing, routing, and battery management. Ram is aiming to build the EV truck that doesn't feel like a compromise. The Chevy Silverado EV is doubling down on brute strength with the 2026 update. Chevy engineers are increasing thermal management for longer towing durations without overheating, boosting region braking strength and giving the truck better low-speed control for both off-road trails and heavy trailer maneuvering. The refreshed exterior has more traditional truck lines, less experimental, more confident. Chevy wants buyers to feel like they're getting the capability of a diesel with the smoothness of electric power, and the 2026 model is the closest they've come to hitting that perfect balance. The Nissan Frontier is taking a more strategic angle, positioning itself as the midsize truck that delivers the best value. Expect Nissan to undercut competitors like Tacoma and Ranger with aggressive pricing, while offering features usually reserved for higher trims. Think wireless CarPlay, digital dash, upgraded seating, and better towing tech even on mid-level models. Nissan is also working on improving ride quality, swapping out older components for more advanced suspension tuning that keeps the truck stable without making it feel stiff. The Frontier is being built for people who want capability and modern tech without paying premium truck money, and that's a space Nissan can dominate if they play it right. The Mazda pickup brings personality into the 2026 lineup. Mazda knows their strength is driving dynamics, so expect a truck that actually feels fun in corners, not sloppy. With more precise steering, lighter construction, and a smoother transmission, Mazda wants this truck to drive more like a sport crossover with a bed. The cabin will feature Mazda's signature minimalist design, clean lines, upscale materials, and a high-tech driver display that puts everything right where you need it. It's aimed at people who want a stylish, modern truck for daily life, not just utility, and that's a market that's growing fast as more younger buyers enter the truck segment. Then we look at the Ram 1500 EV, which really feels like the heavyweight of the 2026 lineup. Ram is going after the towing crowd with tech that actually matters, like trailer-assisted reversing, multi-angle camera views, and battery heat management systems that keep range stable even under heavy tow. The air suspension system is being optimized to handle the extra weight of the battery pack, giving the Ram EV a silky ride that still handles real work. And the infotainment system, expect the biggest screens, the smartest menus, and one of the best audio setups in the segment. Ram wants this truck to feel like the future, powerful, smooth, and unbelievably high tech. The Silverado EV responds by doubling down on toughness. Nissan also plans to offer more customization from the factory, letting buyers tailor the truck with performance upgrades, off-road wheels, bed accessories, and appearance packages without going aftermarket. Under the hood, the new hybrid powertrain isn't just efficient, it boosts torque delivery at low RPMs, making the Frontier quicker from a stop and more capable when towing or crawling. And with Nissan's push toward better driver assist systems, the 2026 Frontier finally moves into a modern era where safety tech is a real selling point. Then we circle back to the Mazda pickup, which is shaping up to be the biggest wildcard of 2026. Mazda is targeting drivers who want the practicality of a truck without the bulky feel. That's why their upcoming pickup is expected to feature a lighter chassis, a smoother steering feel, and a cabin that genuinely focuses on the driver. Mazda isn't trying to compete on brute strength. They're creating a niche truck for people who value refinement, design, and everyday usability. The bed won't be massive, but it'll be smart, with rails, hooks, and modular accessories designed for camping gear, sports equipment, and daily utility. It's the kind of truck that convinces SUV buyers to finally make the switch. The Ram 1500 EV goes in the complete opposite direction with sheer power and tech dominance. Ram wants this electric truck to feel like the king of torque. Expect instant power, ultra-smooth acceleration, and enough strength to move trailers without breaking a sweat. With Ram's new software ecosystem, owners get real-time battery health data, adaptive towing modes, smart energy routing for long trips, and even AI-powered range prediction that adjusts based on terrain, weather, and driving habits. It's not just an EV, it's a digital powerhouse sitting on a skateboard chassis. And inside, Ram continues its luxury-first philosophy with high-end trims offering real metal accents, wood inlays, upgraded sound insulation, and one of the quietest cabins ever put in a truck. Chevy answers with the 2026 Silverado EV, which is getting tougher hardware to make it feel more like a traditional truck under stress. Stronger control arms, upgraded shock mounts, and reinforced battery protection are all part of the improvements. Chevy knows truck buyers want confidence when hauling, so they've calibrated the suspension to remain stable under heavy load while keeping body roll controlled. The front trunk is more spacious, the midgate is smoother to operate, and the charging curve is flatter, meaning faster, more consistent charging on long road trips. Chevy also wants buyers to feel heard, so they're restoring some analog controls inside, buttons, knobs, and switches, because real truck owners demanded simplicity. And then there's Ford, bringing the heat with the 2026 Ranger. Ford's global engineering teams worked together to give the Ranger a more rugged foundation, with stronger weld points, a better resisting frame, and new shock tuning for both FX4 and off-road trims. The hybrid model delivers the kind of balanced power midsize buyers love. Strong enough to tow boats and trailers, efficient enough for long daily commutes. Inside, the Ranger's redesigned cabin offers a more upright dashboard, larger armrests, and a layout designed around comfort and visibility. It's a truck built to adapt to every scenario, from work duty to weekend camping trips, without feeling compromised in either direction. What really makes the 2026 pickup lineup exciting is how each brand is trying to outsmart the others with a signature move, something that makes their truck feel unique in a crowded market. Take the 2026 Tacoma, for example. Toyota isn't just relying on reputation this time. They're aiming to crush competitors with factory-ready adventure packages. The Trailhunter trim is expected to include long travel suspension right out of the box, heavy-duty recovery points, steel armor underneath, and advanced trail cameras that let drivers see obstacles hidden under the truck. Toyota wants you to drive straight from the dealership to the mountains without touching a single aftermarket part. And for daily drivers, the new Tacoma will finally feel modern thanks to smoother ride quality, quieter cabins, and seats designed to reduce fatigue on longer trips. Chevy's focus is building a truck that doesn't sacrifice durability just because it's electric, so they're stiffening the chassis, refining the steering feel, and giving the suspension better cooling for off-road work. The updated Silverado EV is going to feel more confident on rough trails and more composed when towing at highway speeds. Chevy is also expected to introduce more practical bed options, adjustable tie-downs, improved cargo management rails, bed power outlets, and a more durable bed surface coating. This 2026 refresh isn't just cosmetic, it's functional in ways truck buyers will immediately appreciate. And then Ford fires back with the 2026 Ranger, making it one of the most well-rounded midsize trucks coming next year. The hybrid engine gives the Ranger big torque numbers without destroying fuel economy, and Ford's off-road trims are getting smarter with better trail control, improved traction management, and updated off-road mapping built into the infotainment system. The new Ranger feels more planted on the road thanks to tighter suspension geometry, and the cabin layout finally offers the kind of comfort Ford buyers expect. Better seats, bigger screens, and materials that don't feel cheap. Ford is clearly building the Ranger for both work and lifestyle buyers, aiming to win people who need capability but also want something comfortable enough for family duty. Now let's break down why 2026 is shaping up to be one of the most exciting years for pickups in a long time. Each of these trucks isn't just a refresh, they're full-on statements from their brands. The 2026 Tacoma is proving Toyota isn't just resting on its legendary reliability. They're redefining what it means to be adventure-ready while keeping daily comfort intact. Expect smarter tech like adaptive trail monitoring, better stability when carrying heavy loads, and new multimedia integration so you're connected no matter how remote your trip is. Toyota is sending a clear message. The Tacoma isn't just a workhorse, it's the ultimate all-around truck. The Nissan Frontier is playing a different game, aiming to combine toughness with affordability. It's modernized with tech features previously absent in this segment, like a larger touchscreen interface, digital rearview mirror, enhanced safety assist, and even semi-autonomous driving options on higher trims. Nissan is making it clear that you don't need to pay top dollar to get a capable, feature-packed midsize truck.